Unfortunately, Elon Musk has become a mixed bag. Is he really going to improve Twitter, or is he not? It seems like his heart might be in the right place. Honestly, I don't even know. Let me just show you what I found. Anyway, so the first thing we're going to talk about is something that I mentioned in a previous video. Listen to what he literally said in his own words. Take a look at a few things that he's recently said, shall we?
And a good sign as to whether there's free speech is someone you don't like allowed to say something you don't like. And if that is the case, then we have free speech. And it's damn annoying when someone you don't like says something you don't like. That is a sign of a healthy, functioning free speech situation.
Now, the first thing is, this is an older video I made called Elon Musk May Not Buy Twitter, Here's Why. Now we're at the point where we don't even know if he's in support of free speech anymore. Despite the fact that that was the intent, despite the fact that he said it in his own words, despite the fact that free speech was reinstated for some people got their accounts back who were banned, people were literally talking about this on Twitter, and that was the first time he bought it, not when he bought it, then backtracked and then bought it again. That was the first time. Some people got their accounts back. There was all kinds of things that show that free speech would be allowed, because people were getting accounts back, people were not being banned for stating facts for a little while. So people thought things were going good. He asked, what should Twitter do next? And somebody said, bring back Alex Jones, and he said no. Now, some people have made excuses saying, oh no, that's not a free speech thing. He's saying no because Alex Jones is currently in a lawsuit for over $1 billion, which is ridiculous, by the way. Actually, I have no other video to say this in, so I'll just say it here. Did you guys know that the person who filmed in the courtroom during the Alex Jones case for the Alex Jones documentary, which may or may not happen, you won't believe who was the one filming? I'll show you. Does this look familiar? That's right. It was literally Dan fucking Reed who was filming Alex Jones in court. Make of that what you will, but I have no other video to put that in, so I'm just saying it here. Anyway, so yeah, Elon Musk said no to that. And again, people were thinking it's because of the trial that he said no. Also saved this tweet where he literally talks about his new policy. Okay, well, let's read it, shall we? New Twitter policy is freedom of speech, but not freedom of reach. What? Let's go over the problems here. First of all, not freedom of reach is another way of saying shadow banning. I've been shadow banned for over a decade. I know what the fuck it means. Shadow banning means, and it's been exposed by Project Veritas, shadow banning is the concept of where you are still there. Your account exists. Your videos are up, your posts are up, but nobody can see them. That's my Twitter, that's my YouTube channel, that's all of my social media because of how controversial I am. And nobody ever watches my videos because nobody can ever find my videos. I am shadow banned. And here you are talking about, oh, you can have free speech, don't worry. It's just that nobody will see your speech. It's like, that's like saying, I've put you in a jail cell, okay? You can't leave the cell, but you can do whatever you want while you're in the cell. Don't worry, you still have freedom in your cell. You know, like, in your cell, there's a toilet, and there's a bed, and you can walk in a circle, and you can also talk to the person in the cell next to you. So you have freedom, but you're just locked in a cell. That's basically what he's saying. Elon, in what fucking planet are you on where you think freedom of speech is not freedom of reach? Moving on, though, negative/hate tweets will be max deboosted. So shadow banning, that's not free speech. You fucking said on video in your own words, you should be able to listen to an opinion you don't like from a person you don't like. Now it's, oh, well, if you say something hateful or hate speech, and by the way, just like with SJWs, who exactly decides what hate speech is? You may want to answer that question, but whatever. It'll be the same shit we've been getting for the last decade. I should have known. I guess I was wrong twice. I should have known that you were full of shit, and you were just going to backpedal and do exactly what big tech has been doing for the last 10 years, and for some reason pretend that you're doing something different, even though you're not. Twitter and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook have been shadow banning people for a decade. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you free speech and then take it away. I did something different. This is unbelievable. It's like, don't worry, I won't ban your account for you saying things. I'll just make sure nobody can fucking see it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're so kind. Be max deboosted and demonetized, so no ads or other revenue from Twitter. Well, I don't care about that. You won't find the tweet unless you specifically seek it out, which is no different from the rest of the... Okay, one thing at a time. Unless you seek it out. Well, here's the funny thing about that. That's kind of shadow banning, but not shadow banning. Because shadow banning means even if you search it up, it still won't come up. Take my YouTube channel, for example. Even if you type in my exact title, I still don't come up. So, but he's saying that tweets will be found if you do search them up. So, it's like half shadow banning? Whatever. Anyway, then he says, which is no different from the rest of the internet. How is that a good thing? Elon, as you are aware, because you've literally fucking said it yourself, isn't the entire fucking purpose to not be like the rest of the internet? You are aware, or you were aware, that Twitter censors more than most, but they all do it. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, they all do it, just at different levels. The idea was that only Twitter would be fixed, but people still want everything to be fixed. But now you're saying, don't worry, it's just like the rest of the internet. It's exactly what you're used to. But that was the problem, you jackass! We didn't like it! You can't just be like, hey guys, YouTube has been shadow banning you for 10 years, and Twitter will be doing the same thing that the rest of the internet is doing. You're used to it, right? So what's the problem? The problem is that you were supposed to fix it. Not do it, not continue doing it because we're fucking used to it. We don't like it! And I thought you didn't either. What is... Am I living in a fucking... Is this like fucking Inception or something? What is happening? Are we in a Twilight Zone? I'm fucking blown away by this idiocy that he's been... Okay, how about this one? Please note that Twitter will do lots of dumb things in coming months. What a shock! You did like 3 dumb things in a couple days. We will keep what works and change what doesn't. But at least you admitted that you will be doing dumb shit, because that's exactly what's been happening. But I do wonder, like, what he considers dumb, and what he considers smart, and what dumb things he's already done that he's gonna keep, and which ones he's not gonna keep, and what dumb things he'll do in the future. But so far, this is not looking good, my boy. Update. Within literal hours of recording this video, Elon Musk brought back several people who were banned. Project Veritas, Trump, Andrew Tate, and a bunch of other people as well. So of course I have to make an update. You know, he is such a mixed bag. First there was the problems with the tweets I mentioned earlier, but then he's doing things like bringing back certain people, cracking down on Antifa, cracking down on pedophile accounts, cracking down on other very bad organizations. He's trying hard to fix the whole verification issue, and just overall making the website better for free speech and facts and stuff. And we know that most SJWs are so pissed off, as I've been saying, with what Twitter is turning into, because a lot of stupid people use Twitter for their news, which means that they want to hear misinformation from like the mainstream media and stuff, or blue checkmark journalists who they think are telling the truth but are actually lying. But now that you're going to hear actual truth on Twitter, they think it's bad, so they're leaving, right? So there's such a mixed bag here, and I don't want to keep making updates every day if something good or bad happens, but just know that overall, it is a very huge mixed bag, but I think for the most part, he is doing the right thing, or will do the right things as he sees what works and doesn't work. I love how he's putting up polls like this one and asking people what they want, and depending on the answer he gets, he does it, like bringing Trump back, for example. And there's been other things too, like this poll. And even at HQ, he's done incredible things, like firing so much of this lazy-ass, pathetic, childish staff, cutting their pay, because a lot of them make over $100,000 a year doing nothing, because these are, as I've been saying for like 5 years, it's kids who work for like Facebook, Google, Twitter, etc. So, they have these cushy jobs, and people found out recently that Twitter employees were getting a free lunch every day. So he cut that and made them start paying for their own lunch. And some idiots were like, look at what a failure he is. Making them pay for their lunch like every other average person in the world. The only difference is that us normal people pay for our lunches but make minimum wage. You have to pay for your lunch and make 6 figures. Oh, poor you. Poor you. For anyone who's mad about that, you have the mind of an infant. And that's just one of many good things. Anyway, back to the video. He even said, Kathy Griffin, Jordan Peterson, and Babylon Bee have been reinstated. Trump decision has not yet been made. Yeah, of course not. First of all, can we just go through this for a second? So to my knowledge, Jordan Peterson and Babylon Bee weren't even banned. they were locked out of their accounts, but they weren't banned. So thank you for not even being honest there. But additionally, Kathy Griffin. So let me get this fucking straight. This is unbelievable. So you're not only going against the policies that you claim to have wanted, but you're even going against new policies that you yourself created. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me explain. This is not an old Twitter policy. This is his policy. He straight up fucking said that anybody who is impersonating another person gets banned. That's what Kathy Griffin did. But he reinstated her for violating his own policy. This is shocking. Because again, like, the purpose of reinstating was to reinstate people who were banned for dumb reasons. But she was banned for one of your reasons, so why did you bring her back? I'm not saying Kathy Griffin doesn't deserve free speech, but that doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Then you said, no, this applies just to the individual tweet, not the whole account. You mean like how Twitter has already specifically been locking people out of their accounts for individual tweets and then will let you back when you delete it? Which was already a pre-existing thing? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And that's not even counting the mistakes he made with Twitter Blue. Remember, blue check marks have always been a symbol for, oh, that's a stupid person, that's a journalist, avoid them, right? Then he created this idiotic concept of everybody can have a blue check mark, just pay the money. And this created severe problems with impersonations and people pretending to be like Nintendo or other big companies. This caused problems with the whole like verified section of the Twitter feed. I mean, this caused so many problems. Most of them were troll issues, right? With impersonation and pretending to be like corporations. And then he got rid of it. And here's me. I'm not a business owner, and I can still give you a better solution than what you actually did, buddy. You could have done different types of verification. Like, for example, you could have had like different colored check marks. Like the blue check mark means this. A red check mark means that you've verified yourself with your photo ID. A green check mark means that you are a corporation. A fucking yellow check mark means that you're a regular person. Different colored check marks for different types of things or people in order to keep track and avoid trolling. Maybe a colored check mark for brand new accounts and a different colored check mark for people who have been around for years, so you know that they're not a fake person. That's what you could have done. Like that's one idea of many. that you could have done to solve that problem. But apparently only I think of these fucking things. Anyway, you've done some good things, and I thank you for that, I guess. Thank you for trolling the media and SJWs. It's kind of funny when you think about the fact that idiots are unhappy with him because they don't want free speech, and smart people are mad at him because he's not actually fighting for it anymore, which would make the media and SJWs now happy. Oh, and I should also specify one other thing. For those of you who think I like Elon Musk, I never actually liked him, just so you know. Even from day one, I never liked him. I never claimed to have liked him. For those of you who don't know, he is a transhumanist. These are his words, not mine. He actually, this is a genuine thing that he has talked about and said from his own mouth. He genuinely wants robots and humans to, like, come together, kind of like the Matrix with the fucking, like, wire in the head. He actually wants this. He's a literal transhumanist. This is a thing that he has talked about and advocated for. He's got his company Neuralink. This is a real thing he wants. And I am obviously very much against this. I think in that regard, Elon Musk is completely fucking insane. I only ever supported free speech because I'm a sane person who likes free speech. But in terms of him as a person, I never liked him. Ever, ever, ever. This is not me saying something brand new because of this. I've never liked him as a person. But yeah, okay. Anyway,